Hi learners, welcome. In this video, I'm going to explain a simple trick to find hybridization. How to find hybridization of a central atom in any competitive exams very easily. So the trick is very easy. Just see how many atoms are attached to the central atom first. So first what you have to do, number of atoms attached to central atom. So number of atoms attached you have to find. To this, you need to, additionally what you have to do is you have to calculate number of lone pairs. So you need to add number of lone pairs. Only these two you have to do to find the hybridization. Okay. What you have to do? First you have to see number of atoms attached. Then you have to see number of lone pairs on the central atom. Now when you add these two, you will get a number. So what number you will get in general? Minimum 2 must be there. So you may get minimum 2. Okay. So if the value is 2, then the hybridization is sp. According to Westphal theory, we know all these basics. If it is 3, then sp2 hybridization. If it is 4, sp3. If it is 5, sp3d. 6 means sp3d3. Sorry, d2. 7 sp3d3. Okay, just remember this thing. Now let's see few examples to understand this concept furtherly. First example here I'm going to take is methane. Let's see what's the hybridization of carbon in methane. The central atom is this. Okay. Now what I have to do? I have to first take number of atoms attached. How many number of atoms attached? 4. So 4 plus. I need to calculate number of lone pairs. How to calculate number of lone pairs? You see which group it belongs to. The central atom. Carbon belongs to group number 14. So it has 14 means 4 valence electrons. Group number 14. So 4 valence electrons. Here we are going to calculate valence electrons that equal to 4. And all these 4 involved in bond formation. Okay. So 4 minus 4 that equal to 0. Number of valence electrons are 0. That means no lone pair here. So lone pairs are 0. That equal to, what's the value that we got? 4. So what is 4 means? 4 means sp3 hybridization. So it undergoes sp3 hybridization. Now let's take one more example here. Second one. I'm going to take PCl5. So how can I calculate lone pairs? Let's see first. Lone pairs equal to, you have to see first valence electrons. Let's see valence electrons first. Here the central atom is phosphorus and phosphorus belongs to group number 15. Group number 15. So 5 valence electrons will be there and it has been attached to 5 chlorine. So 5 valence electrons are utilized. So valence electrons are 0. Now how many, what is the formula for us? Number of atoms attached. So 5 to find the hybridization. Plus valence electrons 0 means no lone pairs. So 5 plus 0 is 5. Whenever it is 5, what hybridization we say? The sp3d is the hybridization. sp3d. Let's take one more example, that is ammonia. And here the central atom nitrogen, it belongs to group number 15. Let's find valence electrons first. How many valence electrons does nitrogen has? 15 group means 5 valence electrons. And how many involved in the bond formation? 3 atoms are there, so 3 are involved in the bond formation. So 2 valence electron means 1 lone pair. Now find the hybridization number. Number of atoms attached is 3 plus how many lone pairs we got? 2 means 1 lone pair. So 2 electrons together will give you 1 lone pair. 1 lone pair. Okay. So that equal to 4. So what is hybridization? 4 means sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. And let's see few more examples. I will take one more negative ion also to show it. So next, fourth example. Here, let's see what's the hybridization of sulfur in sulfate ion. Here the central atom sulfur and it belongs to group number 16. Let's see first valence electrons. How many valence electrons does this have? Oxygen, each oxygen is involved in the bond formation. So there might be total 4 electrons, 6 total valence electrons, and 2 minus means you have to add additional plus 2. Whenever there is a minus charge, you have to add, and whenever there is a plus charge, you have to subtract. You have to add it. And each oxygen will involve, whenever you got oxygen, remember it will involve by taking 2 electrons. So 4 times 2 is 8. That equal to 8 minus 8, 0. No valence electrons here. So what is the hybridization formula? Number of atoms surrounded is 4 plus lone pairs are 0. No valence electrons here. So 4. That means here the sulfur is undergoing sp3 hybridization. Let's take one more a positive ion to understand this concept. That is NH4 plus. Okay, in this case, the central atom nitrogen belongs to group number 15. So valence electrons are 5. Whenever you say there is a plus, I told you how to subtract. Minus 1. And how many atoms are involved here? 4. So that equal to 5 minus 5, total 0. So now let's see hybridization formula. How many atoms are surrounded here? 4. How many lone pairs we have? No valence electrons, so 0 lone pairs, that equal to 4. That means sp3 hybridization. And one more last example I'm going to take here. IF7. Okay, so here iodine belongs to halogen group, that is 17. First see what the valence electrons. So valence electrons is equal to total 7, and all 7 involved in the bond formation because there are 7 atoms around central atom. So 0 valence electrons. And now hybridization formula is 7 atoms surrounded by it and 0 lone pairs. 0 lone pairs, that equal to 7. So whenever it is 7, hybridization is sp3 d3. That's it. So in this way you can calculate for any molecule what is the hybridization of central atom very easily. Okay, hope this trick will be helpful for you. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.